Okay, so today I'm going to share with you my favorite half square triangle ruler. It is the Tucker Trimmer by Studio 180. And most patterns, when we are making half square triangles, to get the size, finished size of the triangle that you need, or the half square triangle block, you're going to add 7/8 to whatever the finished size is that you are trying to make. So if I'm making a 2-inch finished half square triangle, then I need to add 7/8 to that. So I would actually cut my squares at 2 7/8. If I'm wanting a 3-inch, then I would cut 3 7/8. If I want a 2.5 inch, then I would cut 3 3/8 because you're adding the 7/8 to the half-inch mark. So anyway, the thing that I really love about the Tucker Trimmer is that it allows you to, instead of having to cut a 7/8 inch measurement, you actually can move up to the next size. So when I say that, I'm gonna grab this ruler and I'm gonna switch this out just a minute so you all can see what I'm talking about. All right, so if I want a 2-inch finished half square triangle block, then normally I would cut my squares at 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. This allows me to go all the way up to the 3 and cut a 3-inch square. Super easy, not anything hard about that. If I want a 3-inch finished, then I would move up to the 4 and on and on. So how the Tucker Trimmer works is, I've got my little sample here. And so on my sample, normally, you know, we draw the line down the center and then we sew a 1/4 inch on each side, and that's what I'm going to do. So I want a 4-inch finished half square triangle. So I made my square 5 inches. So let me lay that on there so you can see that I made it 5 inches. There it is. Okay, easy peasy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my block here and I'm going to cut it. Oh, so see, I've got it there. I'm just going to get my little short ruler and I line my 1/4 inch up on my stitches. I'm going to whack that in half. Okay. Now, you know, I'm going to press to the dark side. So here's my sandpaper, and sandpaper is your friend. And I'm taking my little fabric folding pen. It's got the liquid in it, and it's 4 drops of the liquid and the rest is water, and you just run that line right along your stitching line. And then here is my wooden iron. Some of you probably have the little roll-and press. But the reason that I like to put my stuff on the sandpaper is that when I open this up, the sandpaper holds it in place, and I like that. So let me do the other one. And then I'm going to show you how cool the Tucker Trimmer is. Okay, so that is high grit sandpaper, my fabric folding pen, and my wooden iron, and I love those. Okay, so now when I go and I measure my little block here, I've got 2 of them, so we'll just flip them around, hopefully y'all can see them. Then this is actually just over 4.5 on both of them. Now I'm going to tell you the reason why I like working with the Tucker Trimmer is you actually use it after you have pressed your half square triangle block open. Wonderful! I mean, you know, you got to love that. So then what you're going to do is on your Tucker Trimmer, let me just show you real quick. You've got one side that are the even numbers, so 1 through 6. On the other side, we've got the numbers that are the half-inch marks. So I know that that is going to be a 4-inch finished block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trimmer, I'm going to lay it on here, and you've got let me show you this, I forgot this, guys, sorry. You've got a solid circle, that is for the even numbers. The half circle is for the half-inch addition, and then you've got that center line that runs right down the middle. On the half-inch side, you've got dotted lines for where the square is actually going to be, and on the even number side, you've just got the solid lines. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take the Tucker trimmer, and because I am making a 4.5-inch square, I am going to take this, lay it down right on top of my half square triangle, and then I'm going to run that solid black line that runs diagonally across the trimmer. I'm going to line that up with my stitching line, okay? And then I'm going to trim that away. So there's a little bit of it. And I'm going to twirl my mat around so I don't have to move anything. One more time. And now I just want you to notice, look at how beautifully my edges line right up with the 4.5-inch dotted lines, and now I'm ready to trim the rest of the block. So there is my beautifully trimmed half square triangle block, and it is absolutely perfect at 4.5. That is why I really love the Tucker trimmer. When I get done, my block is the exact size I need it to be, so that when I sew it into my project, it's going to match up with the other pieces that are in that block.